Today I am testing 10 of the most viral dessert recipes on the internet. From 6 million views to 229 million views. Do more views mean better treats? Let's find out. These lemon possets have 6 million views. Let's check it out.
I opted to make mine in the lemon shell, so I scooped out all of the fruit and saved the juice.
This recipe is so my aesthetic. I love it. Fresh, simple, and you're actually using the lemon. Like, I love it. Let's try it. First thing that she does is prep the lemons. We're gonna cut the lemons in half, hot dog, not hamburger way, and scoop out the insides and put them in a bowl right over here. This is starting out to be a little bit tedious, but I think it's gonna turn out super cute. I really love the natural rustic look. Now in front of me, we've prepped all of the lemons and I squeezed some fresh lemon juice from everything we scooped out. Next step, we're gonna make the filling, which is pretty similar to a pudding. So in a large sauce pot, we're gonna combine heavy cream, regular granulated sugar, and a bunch of lemon zest. And keep the lemon juice handy. We're not gonna add it now, but we're gonna add it after we remove from the heat. Now we're gonna take this pot over to the stove, turn it on a medium heat, continue stirring, bring it to a gentle simmer. This takes a couple of minutes, and then once it's at a gentle simmer, continue to mix and let it sit for an additional 3 minutes. Then remove the cream from the stove, and now we're gonna slowly add our lemon juice while continuing to whisk. Science is happening, coagulation. I'm gonna pour all of this into a glass container with a porous spigot just to make things a little bit easier. Now we're gonna pour our filling into all the lemons that we carved out and some extra ramekins if I have some extra. Here we go. Ooh, we're pretty full here. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. If this works, I'm doing this for parties. Oh, I really don't want to miss a drop because this looks so good. Now we're gonna let these sit out at room temperature for 30 minutes, then pop them in the fridge for 3 hours to set. And there you go, we made homemade lemon posset. Now it's my favorite time. It's time to taste them because they look, oh, hold on, wait. Oh, wait, let me do it again. Mike, oh my God, I said they look adorable and I broke it. And I just garnished them with a fresh raspberry, a little bit of mint leaf, and some sanding sugar, just like she did in her video. Let's try it now. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so simple, it's creamy, it's tangy, has a little bit of sweetness, and it just tastes so, I'm in love. I love this recipe. This, chef's kiss. Homemade peach rings? This video has 16 million views. Let's check it out.
You can turn fresh peaches into homemade gummy peach rings with just 5 ingredients. They're chewy and packed with real peach flavor.
They're so cute. They look delicious. I'm dead. I need them immediately. Let's try it. First step, we're gonna bloom our gelatin. So over here in a small bowl, we have some lemon juice and 2 packets of gelatin. So I'm gonna pour both of these into the lemon juice and mix it up. Okay, it looks nice and thick, like a paste. That's what you want. And then we're gonna take this medium-sized sauce pot over to the stove with a bunch of our pureed and strained peaches and a little bit of honey. All right, I just took this off the stove. Be careful, the pot is hot. And now we're gonna mix in our bloom gelatin. Gonna mix this till it dissolves. And then once it's dissolved, I'm gonna split it between these 2 bowls. Now to one of the bowls, we're gonna be adding a little bit of this tart cherry concentrate. This is looking good. And now it's time to fill up our molds. I poured my mixtures into little squeeze bottles to make it a little bit easier. I think in her video she uses like a dropper, but I like the squeeze bottles. All right, so I'm just gonna place this down and then I'm gonna squeeze these at the same time. Just be sure not to fill it over the little center part in the ring. I got a little messy over here, but even as I've been going, I've been getting better and better. So practice is making perfect, but we are definitely not there yet. That was pretty easy and fun. I got the hang of it. And now I'm gonna pop these in the fridge for 1 hour to chill. Then we're gonna take them out of the fridge, put them on a drying rack, and let them sit overnight. Here's what they look like when they've sat out overnight. And I kept one. Here's a fresh one. And you can see the difference between the one that sat out overnight and then a fresh one. It really shrinks in size. It becomes more dense and gummy, more durable, which I love. So this is my other batch. I'm gonna put that over there. Now the last step to these is this is a mix of sugar and citric acid. Citric acid just makes things sour. I use them when I'm making a lot of gummies. And she says in the recipe, you're gonna wanna coat them in this right before you eat them. You don't wanna coat them and let them sit because the sugar will pull out a lot of the moisture in the gummy. So just dip them before you eat. And oh my gosh, ta-da, these are adorable. We have homemade peach rings. Let's give them a taste. I love this recipe. I'm obsessed. This recipe is fun. I would highly recommend it. The only pain in the butt is having to wait overnight. But other than that, simple ingredients and pretty easy to do. This video has 37 million views. Matcha donuts. Oh. Okay, so this is not a donut. It is in a donut shape, but it's basically like strawberry yogurt, and then it's coated in like a white chocolate with matcha. Still looks delicious though. We're gonna start by making our strawberry yogurt in a medium-sized mixing bowl. So we're gonna pour in a bunch of chopped strawberries. This is a coconut yogurt, protein powder, not just any protein powder, but it's strawberry protein powder. For a little bit extra sweetness, we've got some maple syrup. Just mix together till everything's well combined. You can't see any more protein powder. Our strawberry yogurt is ready. Now we're gonna plop it into the mold. I'm gonna fill that nice and full to the top. I'm gonna clean this tray up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna pop it in the freezer for about 4 hours to freeze. We're over at the stove. I've got about 1 inch of water here in the pot on low heat. It's at a simmer. We're creating a double boiler situation over here. It's a really great way to melt chocolate. So we have a heat-safe glass bowl with a bunch of white chopped chocolate. You just place this right on top, pour in a little matcha powder, and this part's easy. You just keep mixing until all the chocolate has melted. And you're gonna remove our little yogurt donuts, strawberry yogurt donuts from the freezer, and one by one, I'm gonna dip them into the chocolate. So I've got little forks to just pick it up, flip it over, so it's completely coated in this white chocolate matcha. And I'm just gonna jiggle a little bit, let the excess drip off, and then dust with strawberry powder. And I thought that that would complement the strawberry yogurt. Oh my gosh, that was too much. Just a little, oh, okay, I'll be more gentle on the other ones. Here's the final result. Definitely the messiest one that I've made so far. This is the fun part. Time to do a little taste test. Okay, he cuts it, so let's cut it. Okay. Oh my, I mean, look how cool the inside looks. Looks-wise, amazing. Very satisfying. I'm satisfied, but let's do taste. It's so sweet. I mean, it's really good, but it's really sweet. And I have a sweet tooth, but this might be a little too much. I actually made a treat that was very similar, one of Linja's recipes, and it was a little bit more simple, and I think it just tasted better with like a milk chocolate or a dark chocolate. I also think that the coconut yogurt, it just doesn't sit up as structurally sound as regular yogurt, so it's a little harder in the dipping situation, but it worked. Just not as well as I would have hoped. Cotton candy boba with 50 million views. Step one, we're gonna make some cotton candy water. So I have in medium bowls, a little bit of water here. And then I've got a measuring cup of 1 cup. I'm gonna put packed cotton candy in. We're gonna do the 2 colors. We're gonna do pink and blue. Next step, we're gonna add some tapioca flour to our cotton candy water. So we're gonna start with 2 measurements. Here's the smaller measurement, and then we're gonna add more later. But right now, we're just gonna add this small amount to our cotton candy water. Just keep whisking till it's all dissolved. And once that's together, we're gonna pop this in the microwave for 1 minute, and then we're gonna slowly add the rest of our tapioca flour and mix in between. I have been mixing for what feels like forever. So this is the really time-consuming part. This is the part of the recipe where I hate it. I hate it. What I'm gonna do now is just knead with my hands right here on the countertop. So I'm just gonna sprinkle, this is some extra tapioca. I mixed in all of the tapioca flour from before. This is really still sticky. It really is. And then we're just gonna knead it with our hands for a little bit because it needs it. To get the dough to this consistency took a lot of time, a lot of kneading. And now we're gonna roll little balls. We're actually gonna make the little boba. So I'm just gonna take a pinch, and then in between, I'm gonna keep it covered with plastic wrap so that it doesn't dry out. And then once you get it the right size, perfect. Then you're just gonna plop it, boop, into the tapioca. And after we've got all of our little balls rolled, we're gonna boil them. After they've boiled in the pot for an hour, turn off the heat, and they're gonna sit in that warm hot water for an additional 10 minutes. Then we're gonna rinse them in some cold water. This is what our cotton candy looks like, and now I'm gonna assemble it. I also wanna taste a few. Let me just get a blue one and a pink one, see if I can taste the difference. All that work and these taste like nothing. They do not taste like cotton candy. And we're gonna mix in a little bit of this cotton candy syrup. So I'm gonna let that soak for a couple seconds. There we go, slush around. Over here, I've just made some milk tea. It's very simple. It's just black tea, milk, and a little bit of brown sugar. And we're gonna put this together. You know what? I'm gonna scoop these in here first. So at least I'll taste cotton candy a little bit. Our milk tea goes in. Got our boba straw. Here we go. Hit me. Texture's perfect, but I spent 6 hours making these balls and I don't taste any cotton candy. So do not make this recipe. This is just like the raccoon in the cotton candy when he tries to wash off the cotton candy in the puddle or whatever. And he's like, where'd it go? This is a skip. This video is kuzu kiri at 62 million views.
That's mixed with water and then heated until it becomes a translucent gel. Perfect dessert for the heat because it's served cold, making it super refreshing.
Cold jelly noodles? Me and the team figured out that this is actually toko roten, not the other dessert, and this is an AI voice, so the original video was in Japanese and then AI just kind of picked what it thought it was. So we're gonna be making that to make this dessert. To make toko roten, it's very simple. We've got a little bit of agar agar, which is made from seaweed, and 2 cups of water. We're gonna pour this into a medium-sized sauce pot, mix it up, then we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes right here, and then we're gonna head over to the stove on medium heat, bring this to a boil and let it cook up for a couple minutes, 2 minutes, then remove from the heat, and we're gonna pour it into this cute little casserole dish. Then I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator to chill for a couple hours. Just took this out of the fridge. It's nice and cold and it's set up really nice. Okay, I'm Italian. I've made a lot of different noodles, but I've never made these kind of noodles before. So now we've got to pop this out of here. I'm just gonna flip it upside down and go for it. Whoa, 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 okay, got it. Now we're gonna cut them to be about this size because that fits in there. So we just line this up and I'm just gonna eyeball it with a large cutting knife and hope it works. There's hope. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple of these. Take this jobber. Whoa, whoa. It fits perfect. Oh my gosh. This is a cool bowl of water. You want cold water. And we're just gonna push this through. Oh, that went a lot faster than I thought. Did that work? Oh, it did. Oh my gosh, look at all these weird noodles, okay? Okay, it worked. That's so weird. Get those noodles. Make those noodles. Yeah. Oh, okay, well, here goes nothing. Let's assemble this. So in the video, they've got a little slice of lemon over here, and they kind of just eat it like water, basically. So I'm gonna take some chopsticks. I'm gonna pick up all these these noodles, and I'm just gonna put them in the cup. All right, I mean, that looks great. That looks just like the video. Let's put a little lemon slice, just like they do. Look at that, boom. Let's top it off with a little fancy water, everyone. Let's put just a little splash, and here we are. It tastes like nothing. It just tastes like water. I don't even taste seaweed. I taste nothing. It's like instead of drinking your water, you're just eating your water, like water noodles. These are hydration noodles. Welcome to the new craze, hydration noodles. Let me know in the comments, what is the purpose of this? I'm not getting it. Also, it looks cool, so I understand the views, and this thing's fun. Love it, but this recipe honestly sucks. Go girl, give us nothing. Mango crepe roll with 75 million views. Let's watch this. I need this recipe. My mouth is watering. I love crepes, and I especially love flavored crepes. We're gonna start with a medium-sized bowl, and we're gonna add some melted butter and regular granulated sugar. We're gonna whisk those together. Now add 2 full eggs and some vanilla extract. Whisk together once again. Now we're gonna add cake flour. Cake flour is different than regular flour because it has a little less protein, so this is gonna be a little bit more smoother, which I think is perfect for crepes. Okay, once the flour is mixed in, we're gonna slowly add the milk while whisking. You wanna keep whisking, keep it moving, and just slowly add this. Over here, got a sieve, and we're just gonna pour everything through there. Oh yeah. We've got our crepe batter, let's head to the stove. I let the pan warm up a bit. Now I'm gonna take, it's about 1/4 cup of batter and coat the bottom of the pan by just swirling it around. What's nice about crepes, you don't have to cook both sides. You just do one side and then you're done. So that's a little bit different than a pancake. So I'm just gonna keep making a ton of these, and I think I'm gonna cook my next one just a little bit less. Whipped cream's super easy to make. It's literally whipped heavy cream. I usually use powdered sugar, but this recipe called for regular granulated sugar, and I was a little skeptical, but I think it works. Put it on a high speed, and we're gonna let it sit until we get stiff peaks. Usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. I scooped the whipped cream into a piping bag to make things a little bit easier. They did this in the video as well. And then we lined up 3 crepes like this. They're kind of overlaying each other, and I'm gonna follow the instructions that she does in the video. Basically, it's piping a big rectangle, and we fill it in. Oh my gosh, this is about to be so good. Mike, if you were ever mad at me for anything, this will make you forgive me.
100%.
So once you pipe the whipped cream in the center like this, I'm taking an offset spatula and just smoothing it out. I want it to be nice and flat. And then we're gonna add our fresh chopped up mango. I haven't even eaten this and I already know I'm gonna love it. The next step is she folds up the sides like this. Okay, I'm gonna start on this end. I'm just gonna roll, roll, roll. Here we go. Oh. We did it. We're supposed to wait an hour, but I can't, so I'm just gonna cut into it. Here we go, here we go. I'm just gonna, okay. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Did I do it? Look how pretty. Oh, do I even need a spoon? I don't think I do. You know how you do it? I think you eat it like a burrito. I think that's how you do this. Oh my God, heaven. If you like whipped cream and fresh fruit and crepes, this is it. This recipe is a win. Try it, it's worth it. Let's try to do that iconic little scoop motion she does. Here it goes. Did I do it? It's really fun, it's delicious. Deep fried ice cream with 84 million views. We have to check it out.
Want a thick ball, because even if the outside cooks, the center will stay frozen. Cereal, I'm using Nestle Gold cornflakes for that extra crunch and nice color on our crust.
Whoa, okay, all right.
After a few seconds, voila.
Oh, cuts it right in the middle.
Oh my God. It's hot and cold, it's smooth and crunchy.
I've never made deep fried ice cream, so let's try it. Okay, I'm excited to make some fried ice cream. So we've got a big, thick ball of vanilla ice cream, and then we're just gonna roll it in a bunch of crushed corn flakes. We just throw them into a food processor. We're gonna coat it all the way around, and then we're gonna wrap it up tight in food-safe plastic wrap and pop it in the freezer. She said minimum of like 3 hours to overnight. Just took our ice cream ball out of the freezer. Now I'm gonna unwrap it. Ooh. In this bowl, I've just got 2 eggs. We're gonna roll it all the way around, give it a coating. There we go. And then transfer it once again to the corn flakes. Roll it around, get a nice coverage. Oh yeah. I'm using a big slotted spoon, and now I'm headed over to the stove, and I'm just gonna plop it into the oil really quickly, just like 30 seconds. Here we go, gently down. All right, ba-boom. All right, that was only 25 seconds. So these fry really quickly, you guys. As soon as it turns really golden brown, it's ready. In the recipe, she adds some toppings. She does a drizzle of chocolate, some chopped nuts, a little bit of whipped cream, and a cherry on the top. Boop. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Look at that. Oh my gosh, did we just make fried ice cream? It's almost packed too solid. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. Ours turned out exactly like her recipe. The only difficult part, I think, is frying something in hot oil if you're not comfortable doing that. Other than that, I love this recipe. I think that this recipe is worth the views. Not only worth the views, but I'm really happy I did it because I've never made fried ice cream before. That gal looks like she's having fun. I like her style. These Nutella bread rolls have 104 million views. Let's see if they're worth the hype. Okay, cut off the crust. Roll them flat. Nutella. Whoa, throw the rolls in there, huh? Oh. If nothing else I like his editing style, let's try the recipe though. This recipe starts with 4 pieces of just regular white bread and cutting off the crust. And using a rolling pin, we're gonna roll the bread flat. This feels so wrong. Bread's supposed to have air and light and all these beautiful fluffiness, taking it all out. Now we're gonna take a little Nutella, spread it on top. I have a lot of experience doing this. I can roll many things. Look at that. So cute. Now we're gonna do this to the rest of them. Now time to melt some chocolate. We have some chopped chocolate over here, chopped Hershey bar, and we're gonna put it over a little sauce pot with a little bit of water there. Then using a spatula, you just keep mixing until it melts. As soon as it melts, we're gonna add in our chopped nuts, give it another stir, and then head back over to our baking station. Now we're gonna take our little rolls, our little Nutella rolls, dunk them in here, spin it around, coat the entire thing, pick it up, let the excess chocolate drip off, and then transfer it over to a baking sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper so that it won't stick. In his video, he just lets these sit out at room temperature to set, but I'm gonna pop them in the refrigerator for a few minutes because the chocolate will set faster and then I get to eat them faster. Okay. Our treats have chilled in the fridge and now it is time for the final taste test. All right, here it goes. Look at the inside. I mean, they're yummy. All the flavors are complementary to each other. It tastes really good. It's just super sweet. It's really, really sweet. But I will say it's creative. Like if you wanted to do a little cake roll and you didn't have cake, you could just flatten bread. It's so sugary, I'm thirsty. Oh my gosh, too sweet for me. And I have a sweet tooth, so that's saying something. This chocolate moist cake has 118 million views. What kind of a cake is this? Oh. 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 Does this just taste amazing? Like, why does this have so many views? It's not even really cake. But let's give it a shot. To make this recipe, in a large sauce pot, we are gonna combine our milk, agar-agar, regular granulated sugar, a little bit of cocoa powder. Before you add the chocolate chunks, whisk together. Ooh, look at that. Oh, little splash. All right, we've got everything in our pot. Now we're gonna head over to the stove, turn the stove heat on to medium, and bring it to a boil. You wanna keep stirring consistently, and as soon as it comes to a boil, you can remove it from the heat. All right, so I just took the chocolate mixture off the stove. It's still super hot, so I'm gonna be really careful. So in the recipe, he takes a milk carton, which is cleaned out and dried out. Okay, so now we're just gonna pour all of this chocolate mixture into our milk carton. Now I'm gonna take a little tape, close this, and we're gonna pop it in the fridge to chill for 8 hours or overnight. I just took this out of the fridge, removed the tape, and then in the video he cuts it open. So I'm gonna try to do that. Well, almost. This is rubber. This is not a cake. All right, let's cut some slices like he did. They kind of look like little loaves. You get that, Mike?
Yeah, we got
The jiggle.
same wiggle he did.
The jiggle, the wiggle. The last little garnish he has was a little bit of cocoa powder. I don't know why, but here, there's some cocoa powder. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not excited for this at all. This texture is so weird, and it's just like slimy and rubbery, and the only thing I'm excited about is chocolate, so let's try it. So the taste is really good. It tastes like hot chocolate, especially with a little bit of the cocoa powder on top. It actually tastes delicious, but the texture is, oh, I mean, it's really, Oh, in good conscience, I don't think I could recommend this recipe, but it was better than I expected. I will say that. Now for the most viewed dessert recipe that I could find with 229 million views, chocolate Coke. Oh. Okay, double boil. Oh. Oh, that looks a little dangerous. Okay. How do you... It's kind of like a hyper-realistic version of a real Coke, but it's made out of chocolate. I think I can do this, let's try. Okay, so he starts by cutting the Coke bottle in half and peeling off this label. To make something like this, you have to temper your chocolate, which is what he did, but he didn't show it, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. All right, so we're gonna take about 70% of our chopped chocolate, a little bit bigger pieces. We're gonna heat this up over the stove, do a double boiler method. Once it reaches 122 degrees, you're gonna take the chocolate off the heat, and then we're gonna mix in our smaller, finely chopped chocolate. And now you're just gonna continuously stir, keep stirring, don't stop until the chocolate reaches about 90 degrees. All right, it's at 90 degrees, and now we just need to keep it between 90 and 86 degrees for it to stay tempered, and all we have to do is fill up our little Coke bottle. We're gonna let these sit out at room temperature so that they set. Usually takes about 10 minutes. The chocolate Coke bottle is set up really nice. He fills it up with whipped topping, which I've never really used. So he kind of layers. He goes between adding a little bit of whipped topping with little candies. He uses Cadbury gems, but those are basically M&Ms here in the US, so that's what I'm doing. We're just gonna do a little bit of that. Little bit of M&Ms. Now pop these in the freezer until they freeze solid, probably about 8 hours or overnight. Okay, once these are frozen, which they are, he uses a box cutter to cut off the plastic. So I'm gonna attempt to do that right now. Okay, I'm a little nervous. This is not one of my specialties. Just get it going and it probably just peels right off, right? I would think if you just
This will be the back side.
Oh no, I broke the chocolate.
There.
Oh
The
yeah.
side chocolate. I broke the chocolate.
It will be.
I broke the shit out of the chocolate.
Oh no. I just think this is why silicone molds are so great for chocolate, because it's a lot easier to get out. Okay, well, look. I mean, we've got to move fast here. I got it to move. I got it to move. Yeah, he made this look so easy. This is not. All right, we gotta quickly put this thing together. We don't have a lot of time here. This is, okay, quick. Okay, so he just sticks them together. Shit. There you go. Boom, easiest recipe I've ever done. And then you just take a little bite like this. And the M&M is frozen in the lid. I do want to taste the filling though. Let me taste this. Okay, that tastes delicious, the filling. It's so good. I don't know how you get it out of there gracefully. I'm beside myself. I did a nice good layer of chocolate too. You guys, this is not worth making. I was scared I was gonna lose a finger when I was trying to get them out of here. What we learned today, more views does not always equal a better recipe. But the lemon posset was so good. It was bomb. Everyone go make it. It deserves more views. Go show it some love because that recipe, chef's kiss today. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch any other videos, you can click here or here.